Well, this involved, first of all, formulating a team approach to the entire project. We had a team that had worked together for a long period of time. There was a very strict discipline on how the microarchitecture was developed, how it was interpreted into RTL, how many people were involved in that process, and what diligence was done to ensure that that microarchitecture had a level of integrity which was such that simulation wasn't used to clean it up, but was used to ensure the quality of that RTL. That was a discipline that was followed very rigidly. And I personally held meetings every morning to go through the simulations that were running on the first representation of the RTL to assess what was the quality of RTL even before it went into simulation. Following that, from a physical design implementation point of view, or from taking the definition of the microarchitecture all the way into making the chip happen, we had an approach which was similarly rigid and disciplined. The entire design can be described as being cell-based. That doesn't mean that it was done like a gate array or a standard cell design as in common parlance, but it means that every building block, large or small, NAND gate or static RAM, big or very elementary, had to be represented in a manner where all its attributes, physical from a timing point of view, functional from a logical point of view, all were represented in a form that could be used by automated CAD tools. That allowed the design implementation to happen in a very deterministic manner and in a manner that could be verified along the way. There is a belief that to do this, you end up losing frequency of operation or die size. What we have demonstrated is that we have achieved a frequency of operation that is close to the most competitive in the industry, and we have achieved a die size with a transistor density both in logic and in cache, which is state of the art. The process in AMD that was used for processing K5, the previous generation microprocessor, was also a 0.35 micron process. However, it had not quite as aggressive a transistor architecture. It used shallow trench isolation, and it had 3 levels of metal with relatively coarse geometries. The K6 required an enhancement to the transistor architecture. It required that a new local interconnect layer be added and 5 layers of interconnect on top of it be provided. All of them such that the design methodology that was pursued could be implemented efficiently. Finally, the packaging technology was also new to AMD. We went to what is called in common parlance a flip chip or a C4 technology, where the chip is mounted face downwards with a large number of balls over the area of the chip to connect it to the package. That technology was imported, and the chip had the capability to attach in that manner.